Hello and welcome to the Eye, your English news bulletin. I'm Esther. Let's have a look at some headlines. The additional district magistrate of Sivsagar in Assam has reinforced night curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the 5-kilometer belt on the Assam side of Sivsagar district bordering Nagaland state with effect from 1st of July for a period of 60 days. The Dimapur police have arrested one Ugandan national for travelling on forged visa documents and suspected of running a black money scam. Mumbai police handed over the case registered against three producers of Vian Industries, the company of Bollywood actor Shilpa Shetty's businessman husband Raj Kundra and actor Gyana Vashisht, to the property cell of the crime branch. Now for the news in details. The additional district magistrate of Sivsagar in Assam has reinforced night curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the 5-kilometer belt on the Assam side of Sivsagar district bordering Nagaland state with effect from the 1st of July for a period of 60 days. The ADM's order stated that the night curfew had been imposed as a precautionary measure to prevent occurrence of antisocial elements, extremist or unlawful activities coming across the Assam-Nagaland border in the belt of Sivsagar district. The ADM stated that movement of any person or group of persons and any vehicular traffic is prohibited during the period of night curfew. However, magistrates, security personnel of the army, the CRPF, police and civil officials deployed on duty are exempted from the purview of the order, it was informed. Mumbai police handed over the case registered against three producers of Vian Industries, the company of Bollywood actor Shilpa Shetty's businessman husband Raj Kundra and actor Gyana Vashisht, to the property cell of the crime branch, news agency ANI tweeted on Thursday.
The case was registered at Malwani police station. The property cell had lodged a case in connection with the adult film racket in February this year after it raided a bungalow at Mate Island near Mumbai and arrested 5 people engaged in shooting adult content. Raj Kundra is currently in 14-day judicial custody following his arrest last week for his alleged involvement in the adult film racket. On Wednesday, Market Regulator, Securities and Exchange Board of India slapped a penalty of ₹3 lakh on Shilpa Shetty, Raj Kundra and his firm on charges of flouting its insider trading rules. Mumbai police called Raj Kundra a key conspirator and charged him with cheating and fraud offences and indecent advertisements and displays under various sections of the Indian Penal Code. The police have also used sections of the Information Technology Act and Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act against Kundra. He was arrested on July 19 along with 10 others for their alleged role in the production of pornographic content through an app called Hot Shots. Mumbai police stated in their remand application that Raj Kundra earned over ₹1.17 crore from subscribers of Hot Shots app on Apple's App Store between August and December 2020. Hot Shots mobile app was developed for streaming adult and pornographic content that Kundra's firm produced. The Bombay High Court is scheduled to hear Raj Kundra's bail petition later today.
On July 26, the Dimapur police have arrested one Ugandan national, namely Michael Philip, 35 years old, for travelling on forged visa documents. In a press release from the Dimapur police, it was informed that during the preliminary investigation, the individual was also found to be in possession of 4,000 black paper in the size of foreign currency notes, 3 bottles containing suspected chemicals clearly indicating his involvement in black dollar or wash scam, which was corroborated by the additional seizure of instructional manuals of converting the black paper into US dollars and euro currency notes. The black dollar scam is basically a hoax where the fraudster attempts to obtain money from the victims through deception that a bundle of banknote sized papers are actually currency notes that had been dyed to avoid detection by law enforcement agency and can be brought back to original dollar bills if treated with a particular chemical. In this regard, a case has been registered at East Police Station, Dimapur. Among the 100 smart cities in India that participated in the challenge Cycles for Change, Nagaland's capital town Kohima was selected in the top 11 cycling cities, the only hill town in India. Senior Technology Management Consultant NISG NEGD Yanfo Kikon interacted with the media. He said Kohima was selected for the top 11 from among 100 smart cycling cities in India, a big achievement for the cycling community in Nagaland. He said that with different initiatives and events and cycling in different terrains like Kohima town, it was able to come out among the top 11 cycling cities. Kikon said that the country was looking at Kohima town as an example for other hill stations, as Kohima has limited space for cycling. He said the team is planning different and innovative ways to create a small cycle lane in the city. It depends on the cycling community and the young people with their innovative ideas and visions, he said. On the ways forward toward the second phase, Kikon said cycling initiatives will be based on the collection of innovative ideas from citizens in such a way that it will be inclusive even for tourism and also for mobility of young people who want to create a more vibrant cycling community. While acknowledging the cycling community, Yanfo Kikon stated that it needs to bring the cycling community under one umbrella, which is officially recognized by the Cycling Federation of India, and then Nagaland will be able to participate officially at the national level and even in the Olympics in future. After days and months of complaints against poor internet services and network connectivity, the Longling Town Students' Union on Thursday, July 29, sealed the Airtel Telecom office at Longling until further notice. Speaking to HornbillTV's correspondent, the executive chairman of the LTSU said that the Students' Union had called upon the officials of Airtel Telecom to discuss issues related to its network connectivity for a meeting on the 19th of July, but the telecom department did not pay heed. Instead, they didn't even respond to telephonic calls, it was informed. Thus, the union was compelled to seal the Airtel offices and network tower at Longling. MOSA has requested the public to cooperate with the steps taken by the Students' Union for the good of all. The ICICI Foundation for Inclusive Growth handed over 1 medical ambulance and 51 oxygen concentrators to Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh in a solemn function that was conducted in the Chief Minister's Secretariat on Thursday, July 29th. Medical ambulance is equipped with power backup wherever required through UPS or rooftop solar battery. The oxygen concentrators will be provided to health centers and others across different districts of the state. The ICICI Foundation, the CSR arm of the ICICI Group, is providing maximum support to the state government in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Later, as part of the CSR initiative, the Northeastern Development Finance Corporation Limited also donated Rs 15 lakh to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund toward upgrading oxygen infrastructure in the state. The donation was received by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Manipur's Textiles, Commerce and Industries Minister Thongam Biswajit Singh held a video conference with Yazaki India Private Limited from his office chamber at the new Secretariat July 29 morning and welcomed the company's proposal to set up a wire harness manufacturing unit in the state and provide employment to youths of the state. During the conference, Yazaki India Private Limited's Managing Director Prashant Nayak proposed setting up a manufacturing unit in Manipur and to provide more than 1,500 jobs to youths of the state with special focus on women. Nayak said that the company is presently focused on development of domestic businesses with 8 locations and 11 plants set up across the country. For Manipur, the company plans to touch international boundaries by setting up an export-oriented unit in the state. Singh welcomed the proposal and said that he would place the proposal before the state cabinet. He said the proposal to generate employment in the state is very much appreciable and would be an encouragement to the community. He said an increase in the number of entrepreneurs will minimize the unemployment issue in the state. The minister highlighted also the industrial and investment policy of Manipur and the single window clearance system. Further reiterating the need to place the proposal before the state cabinet, Biswajit Singh also assured all possible cooperation and support from the government. Weightlifting sensation from Manipur, Mirabai, who created history by winning silver medal in the Tokyo Olympics, says she will be honored if Bollywood decided to make a movie based on her life story. The question was put forward by HornbillTV, keeping in mind that a movie of boxer Mary Kom was made where Indian actress Priyanka Chopra was given the role of Kom, an Olympic bronze medalist. Priyanka Chopra was given the role of Mary Kom. A debate began in the media. Manipur local movie stars like Somalai Shram had asked what is the logic of giving the role of Mary Kom to Priyanka Chopra when many artists from Northeast region is suitable to play the role because of the looks and mannerisms. Apparently for Mirabai Chanu, who comes from a very humble background, all the media attention and overnight stardom in her first attempt at the Olympics look almost like a dream. Most importantly, she is still very humble and she doesn't seem to tire of thanking everyone who supported her. Chanu thanked fast food company Domino's for offering to the medalist pizza for lifetime, as she apparently had passion for the food. It may be mentioned that in one of her interviews after winning the silver medal, Chanu randomly expressed her desire to eat pizza, and Domino's company immediately offered her pizza for life. The Enforcement Directorate on Thursday arrested Raj Kundra, the owner of Gurugram-based Ambience Mall, in an alleged bank loan fraud case.
According to ED officials, the loan fraud case is approximately of Rs 200 crore. Gehlot will be produced before an ED court in Delhi later today, the officials said. The mall, part of Ambience Group, was built in 2007. According to its website, it has more than 230 stores. The website also says that Gehlot is a chartered accountant by profession. According to ED, the case against Gehlot was registered in 2019 for money laundering in the construction of five-star Leela Ambience Convention Hotel situated near Yamuna Sports Complex in Delhi. The investigation under Prevention of Money Laundering Act (PMLA) revealed that Gehlot and his associates siphoned off a huge portion of the money sanctioned by a consortium of banks for the hotel project through a maze of companies controlled by them, the agency said. The ED had conducted raids at 7 premises, including Gehlot's residence, in connection with the case in July last year. The Ambience Group is well diversified and also involved into developing premium offices in Gurugram, Shalimar Bagh and Rohini. The group also owns luxury hotels including the Leela Ambience Hotel and Residences, Gurugram, and the Leela Ambience Hotel and Convention Center, East Delhi. The Ambience Group has its in-house construction and development capabilities and is headquartered in Delhi.
Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant asked parents to be more responsible and not allow their children to remain out till late in the night while speaking on a gang rape incident of 2 minor girls on a beach. The remarks of Sawant, who also holds the home portfolio, have drawn severe criticism, and the Chief Minister has been reminded of the government's duty to ensure the state's law and order.
When 14-year-olds stay on the beach the whole night, the parents need to introspect. Just because children don't listen, we cannot put the responsibility on the government and police, Sawant said on Wednesday during a debate on a calling attention notice in the House. The Chief Minister said parents have a responsibility to ensure the safety of their wards and hinted that they should not let children, particularly minors, out at night. Soon after, the Goa Congress hit back, saying the law and order in the coastal state has deteriorated over the years. Why should we fear while moving around at night? Criminals should be in jail and law-abiding citizens should be out freely moving around, Congress leader Alton D. Costa said. Vijay Sardesai of the Goa Forward Party, a former ally of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, called the CM's statements disgusting. The safety of citizens is the responsibility of the state government and police. If they cannot provide the same to us, the CM has no right to sit in the post, he said. Independent MLA Rohan Kaunte said, Goa has had a history of being a safe state for women, but the status is being lost under the current dispensation. It is shocking that at Goa CM is blaming parents for allowing the children to venture out in the night, claiming that it is not safe. 4 men, one of them a government employee, a driver, while the Agriculture Department posed as policeman and raped the 2 girls after beating up the boys who were with the girls on Benaulim Beach around 30 kilometers south of Goa's capital on Sunday. All the 4 accused have been arrested, Sawant told the assembly.
In other news, a string of senior Congress leaders held a meeting chaired by Rahul Gandhi a week ago to discuss whether poll strategist Prashant Kishore could fit into the party's scheme of things.
Held through video conferencing on July 22nd when senior leaders such as Kamal Nath, Mallikarjun Kharge, A.K. Antony, Ajay Mekan, Anand Sharma, Harish Rawat, Ambika Soni and K.C. Venugopal discussed the matter. Sources told India Today that Rahul Gandhi shared with the senior Congress leaders about his meeting with Prashant Kishore recently. Prashant Kishore reportedly laid out a plan for the Congress party with a role for himself. A senior leader who was present in the meeting told India Today that Rahul Gandhi spoke about the possibility of Prashant Kishore joining the Congress rather than being just an advisor from the outside. The pros and cons of such a move were discussed and suggestions taken. The larger sense was that Prashant Kishore could well add value to the party. However, his role needed to be defined and riders attached, said the senior Congress leader. Considering his last rendezvous with the Janata Dal United that turned out to be a debacle, the Congress could do well set boundaries to his scope of work.
Japanese officials sounded the alarm on Thursday after Tokyo reported record-breaking coronavirus cases for 2 straight days with the Olympics well underway. There has never been experienced the expansion of the infections of this magnitude, Chief Cabinet Secretary Katsunobu Kato told reporters. He said the new cases were soaring not only in the Tokyo area but across the country. Tokyo reported 3,177 new cases on Wednesday, up from 2,848 on Tuesday, setting an all-time high and exceeding 3,000 for the first time. Japan has kept its cases and deaths lower than many other countries, but its 7-day rolling average is growing and now stands at 28 per 100,000 people nationwide and 88 in Tokyo, according to the Health Ministry. This compares to 18.5 in the United States, 48 in Britain, and 2.8 in India, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. Tokyo has been under its 4th state of emergency since July 12, ahead of the Olympics, which began last Friday despite widespread public opposition and concern that the Games could worsen the outbreak. The efficacy of the Pfizer-BioNTech coronavirus vaccine fell from 96% to 84% after 6 months, a new preprint report by MedRxiv showed on Wednesday.
Efficacy peaked at 96.2% during the interval from 7 days to 2 months post-dose 2 and declined gradually to 83.7% from 4 months post-dose 2 to the data cutoff, an average decline of 6% every 2 months, the report said. Ongoing follow-up is needed to understand the persistence of the vaccine effect over time, it added. According to data that has not been reviewed, the vaccine was initially 91% effective at preventing COVID-19 over the course of 6 months. The U.S. health-oriented news outlet Stat suggested that if the vaccine efficacy keeps declining at the rate described in the study, it will end up being less than 50% within 18 months from the date of vaccination, and so a third dose would be required.
That's all for the eye. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.